What's up, guys, and
Day
welcome
13.
back.
We're in the vents region without a map because of the lost drone. Diving blind, but I know these vents are important to Arena. We tracked a tag from our whale family here. I'm hoping it just fell off, as this would be an unusual place for a whale to be. Andre has the dive suit in safe mode, so I'll have restricted range. Head south to find the clearing for the sub pickup. Check. Ready to dive.
All right, this sounds pretty intense. We're turning up the volume a little bit here, the intensity. We're back with some more Beyond Blue, and I do believe this is gonna be the final episode. I'm pretty sure. I know there are 8 dives in total. I think this is dive number 6, but I'm pretty sure the last one is fairly short. We've been keeping these about 30 to 40 minutes, so
I'm in
this
and
should be a
okay.
quick one.
Remember, no buoys and no waypoints. I put a simple version of the mapping system on your Manta drone. Now, we won't get your feed live, so we'll hear you, but won't see what you see.
I really wish we hadn't lost that mapping drone.
Relax. You know I've got this.
Of course, but we'll keep unnecessary chatter to a minimum to help you focus.
Roger that. No chit-chat. Singing's okay, though, right?
Arena, how will I know the difference again between a dormant vent and a live vent?
Well, the live vents would have 400-degree water streaming out, so that's one way.
Check. Wide berth in the live hydrothermal vents.
Sorry, I thought my mic was muted. This is a dormant field. No live vents.
Okay, so we're looking for some vents out here. We don't have a map. They're not going to be helping us out very much. Not going to be talking to us much. It's mainly going to be us out here on our own with these big, ugly looking sharks, sleeper sharks. Man, you could use a facelift, bro. So we've got 3 inactive vents. I guess we'll just keep on swimming here, dude. Down in this ravine, this is... yeah. Pretty intense.
Neither of you are
Got a
gonna believe
drone.
this. I think I found the mapping drone.
Really?
No way.
Can you scan it to make sure?
I can try, if it lets me. We're gonna be further away. We're gonna be closer. Oh, we just have to be right on top of it.
Scan confirms. I thought you programmed it to track the noise from the miners.
I did. I definitely did.
Maybe you never committed the change. You were pretty exhausted that night.
Maybe.
Okay, this dive just keeps getting stranger. How hot did you say that water typically is in a live vent?
Is that a joke?
No joke. Well, we're down 1 drone, but discovered an unmapped vent system.
Mirai, this is great. I truly believe that these systems are the key to understanding the origins of life. Thank you so much for doing the dive under these conditions.
Actually, that might be the answer.
What?
To why the drone died.
The heat.
We were talking about the origins of life.
My mind won't stop if it can't fit all the pieces together. The mapping drone may have cruised too close to the vent. It's got more delicate equipment on its underside that are not rated for anything close to that temperature.
You sound almost pleased.
Well, it's better to know the flaws so you can fix them.
Do you need me to pick this drone up? Or what do you want me to do from here? I feel like we were kind of following a direction and then we just kind of stopped. I guess we'll just keep going this way. Can't believe they didn't want to recover the drone. I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer.
I know we're giving me the silent treatment, but I think I just discovered a new species of octopus.
Not sure I can confirm that with just one scan.
Sorry, didn't copy that.
It'd be so cool to be able to name a new species after yourself. The T-Mart Octomart.
Arena, did you expect volcanic activity here?
Describe, please.
Red, glowing. Need more?
Mirai, I would give that a very wide berth. Like maybe from your sub.
Yeah, that water be scorching. Just gonna keep on going here. This is not creepy at all.
Are you kidding me?
Describe, please.
I can't.
Mining
I
equipment.
don't want to.
Mirai, you're making me uneasy.
Seriously, we'll look at it together when I'm done with the dive.
Woo, it's getting tight in here. Sediment pipe. Got another piece of it over here. We want to collect a zoom scan of a whale fall, it said. What is a whale fall? Whale fall. Zoom scan fluke and collect biosample. Ah.
Oh no! What happened to you? Were you sick?
Let's take a look at him. Only the top half decayed. I guess that's the stuff that's been eating him. Oh, that is just gross.
Are you okay?
Just getting a few last scans.
Gotta get the fluke. Is the fluke the tail? Pretty sure the fluke is the tail. Might be able to identify it. See if we've ever seen him before. Get those markings on there.
And
A2?
saying goodbye to a friend. Can you
That's
send
so
this up?
sad. I mean, there's lots of little things to scan over there, but I guess we don't need them. Let's get the heck out of here. Back to the sub we go. We've got some new insight. See what kind of a video we have. Everybody's interested in vents.
Hydrothermal vents are located on the seabed, often in deep water, but sometimes in shallower water. And they form in areas where new oceanic crust is being formed. You can have 400-degree water here and 2-degree water over here. It's an accelerometer for chemistry, and you can form organic compounds in the absence of biology. Everybody's interested in vents because of the metals, including humans. But the metals are sort of the nuclei for life. When you think about what's required for life, you've got to have an energy source, you've got to have a system that's able to utilize that energy source, and the organisms sort of co-evolve with the rock. And in my mind, that's probably how life originated. There are reservoirs of precious metals in the deep sea, and we do have societal needs for precious metals. It's very short-sighted and dangerous to exploit resources in ecosystems that we don't truly understand how those ecosystems function.
Deep sea mining is when people go out and extract minerals from the seafloor. People do this because a lot of the minerals that we have on land are actually being depleted, like copper and zinc, so we're looking to the ocean to get those minerals.
We want
Humans
these
at it
minerals
again.
for solar panels primarily, and we want them for cell phone boards. It's necessary to advance society and get us off fossil fuels. We simply have no idea about the environmental consequences of a lot of these actions that we're taking in the deep sea. We have tended to go for the quick benefit and we'll deal with the consequences later. Well, I think that has caught up with us.
We don't know enough right now to effectively, selectively mine the deep sea without catastrophic consequences.
The science has always lagged behind the industrialization. I would like for once to see the science ahead of the industrialization and have the science define the limits of the industrialization.
You know why that won't happen? Money. That'll never happen. Unfortunately. All right, so let's go hop in our captain's chair here, see what we've got going on, check in with the team, get the update, see where we're going next, call Andre and Irina.
We watched the video log from your dive. I'm truly heartsick.
I'm furious. Where should we start?
Well, let's talk about the mining.
The destroyed vent. I couldn't believe how badly the seabed was chewed up.
Vents that might have had a fossil record dating back over 1 billion years.
And microbial life that doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. Who knows what cures we've lost.
Your drone's a fallen hero, Andre. I think it spooked the miners before they did more damage.
If you hadn't been willing to dive without a map, we would never have confirmed they were actively mining.
Who gets the satisfaction of turning them in?
We were debating that before you came on.
Let's do it
We
together.
should jointly report. It'll be stronger.
Agreed.
Agreed. Now tell us about the whale fall. Could you ID the whale?
Yep.
The whale fall was definitely from the baby's family.
A2.
The tail fluke was intact enough to scan it.
But you are sure it wasn't the mother?
It wasn't the mother. The ID matched another whale we know from her family. But it was an older whale, so it could have been from natural causes.
Do you think there's any connection to the miners?
They did plenty of damage, but I don't think the whale fall is on them.
I can pull out anything from the scan log that might be worth investigating.
Already have. Can you turn these into dive objectives?
Right. Catch you in a bit.
Interesting. So I guess we'll get to the bottom of that and see if it's related somehow. I thought when bodies like decomposed, all the oxygen and the breakdown of everything, I thought it floated. It's weird that
Day
it sunk
14.
to the bottom like that.
Marina's analysis of the whale fall shows evidence of toxins from a harmful algal bloom. We have to find Andrea and her family and get biosamples. On a positive note, Andrea's side trip was a success. He found an amazing group of teens who have been nurturing the turtle population back to health. Running out of dive time, especially if I go home early. Ready to dive.
Ready to dive, baby. Here we go. So this is our second to
in
last
and okay.
dive.
This area looks so different at night. I used to love diving in the moonlight.
The pod was active in this area as recently as an hour ago.
When was the last tracking data for the baby or its mother?
Days ago. But they could be with the pod right now and just not making any noise.
Well, let's go see if we can get to the bottom of it. I'm sure our handy dandy little buoy over here is gonna have some insight for us. Dude, this is so peaceful. The moon rays coming down. The connection between the moon and the ocean is pretty special. Causing all those tides and everything.
There you go, first waypoint. They'll load automatically from here on in. I have the Explorer drones patrolling to get as many eyes and ears looking for the pod as possible.
Do I need the buoys?
No, we'll use the hydrophones on the drones. They don't have the range or fidelity of the boys, but we need speed.
Nice.
Thanks.
So our technology is
You
getting
know
better
that
and
no
quicker.
chatter rule was just for the vent area, right?
I'm sorry?
I think he's pointing out that you seem distracted.
Sorry. I'm back. Talk to me about something positive, Andre. Were you able to make contact with the teenagers you were telling me about?
They've been helping the leatherback turtle population rebound here in the region. They've developed a nest cooling technology to help the baby turtles. They've also built their own tracking drones.
Teens with tech. Sounds like you've inspired some citizen scientists, Andre.
Alright, so we're going to be doing our typical zoom scan here. Get the drone out. Let's take a look at you. Where are we scanning? Right here. Looks healthy. From there we've got this signal, and then it looks like we've got a couple other potential whales off in the distance. Look how peaceful that giant ray is. Just slowly floating, gliding. It's pretty amazing. Got a whale shark here. Let's go ahead and take a zoom look at him as well.
I have the lab ready to start work on the samples when you're done with your dive.
How quickly will you get results?
We can do initial screens quickly to narrow things down.
Have you decided whether or not you want another dive back at the brine pool?
With everything going on, I really hadn't had the chance to look at the schedule, but I would always say yes to that.
Right. I found the underweight orca.
If you can easily collect a sample, we might as well screen him for toxins and pathogens.
That's sad. He's underweight. Hopefully he doesn't have any toxins or pathogens or anything like that. Want to see the best for him. Gotta eat up, homie. Gotta bulk up. Get that protein. Making our way to our final objective here. At least of this round. This has been kind of nice that we don't have to go hit the buoy every time. It cuts down the monotony.
In the dive objectives.
I added them because of their role in the disease that hit the dolphin population a few years back.
Done. Andrea, have you
He's
picked up
healthy.
any tags from our pod?
No, not yet. I'm going to widen the radius for the Explorer drones.
I miss Andrea. I want to see the baby whale. I wish more time passed. It'd be cool if this game followed like many years. You could see the whale grow up and stuff. Be kind of cool.
I'm near the waypoint and can hear a humpback singing, but I don't see it. I think I'm losing it. It's gotta be close. I feel like it's singing right in my ear.
Try a scan visor.
That's totally weird. I see a scan dot, but nothing's there. I think the humpback is invisible.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm the invisible whale.
I'm definitely losing it. I thought you just said you're an invisible whale.
Well, not me. The humpback song I generated. You're at a playback station. It's pretty small on the buoy line, but in the dark you probably can't see the line.
Wow, it must be pretty authentic. At least enough to convince your drone.
So he was the one playing that noise.
Mirai, have you heard back from Ren yet?
No.
Is Ren okay? Rai, are you there?
I'm not sure.
Pardon?
I meant about Ren. I don't know. We had a fight right before I left the sub.
Do you want to call her now? I can patch you through.
Seriously? Here?
Well, I have to watch your video feed for safety, but I can mute your audio track for privacy.
Wow, I've never talked to her while I was diving. No,
That'd be kind of
I'll
cool.
wait for the sub.
Okay, Mariah, you're on. The drone on the outer patrol just picked up several sperm whales on visual.
Thanks.
No sound alerts at all. They're being awfully quiet.
Being very peculiar today. Usually they're out there singing and talking to us and all kinds of stuff. Oh, are they sleeping? Doing this
I
weird,
think I found the pod. Yes.
weird as
It's them. I don't
vertical
see the
thing.
baby, but it's a little dark.
Why aren't they moving?
They're sleeping.
I had no idea. They look alien, but beautiful.
If you don't mind,
Seriously, dude.
I'm just gonna mute my comm while I get the samples.
I don't think they can hear us through your visor.
I think she is the one that is needing some quiet.
Thanks, Arena. Catch you at the sub. Mariah out.
What is up with looking like an underwater Stonehenge out here? These guys are just straight straight chilling. I love it. Taking that afternoon siesta. I mean, this would be pretty cool. Could you imagine being down here swimming around these things? Hello, friend. I'm sure they wouldn't really appreciate you being here. All right. So we've got one more dive. Let's make it count. Got some new insight here. Ocean Doctor.
I study things that are beyond their wildest imaginations, and that I see things that are brand new to science and to people and to humanity every day.
I'm at home in these kinds of environments. It's funny, I'm more comfortable here than I probably am on the outside.
It wasn't just that I was meant to be out on ships. I was supposed to be in the bottom. I was supposed to be in the deep water. I was supposed to be doing those things that nobody had ever done before. It completes who I am. Being a deep sea scientist, it does require sacrifice. I mean, we're away from our families for weeks on end, sometimes months on end. It's a constant struggle because you miss parts of your kid's life. My oldest daughter was about to turn 3 when the oil spill happened in 2010. I was at sea a lot. So between 27 months and 36 months, I was gone probably more than I was there. When I came home after a 5-week stint in the Gulf, she came running up to me in the airport. She had transitioned from a toddler to a little girl, and the little girl was gone, and there was this other person there. And you don't ever get that back. It was a decision. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna miss transformations. I'm gonna miss really important things. Is it worth it? I had talked to her class about the ocean, and one of her friends said something to her, and she responded, you know, my mommy, she's the ocean doctor. The ocean is sick, and she's trying to make it better. She couldn't even say important. She's like, it's really important. But she understands that it's an important job. Every time before I leave, I say, my most important job on this planet is being your mother. But this is part of me too.
I mean, I couldn't do it. But props to her. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to make those sacrifices. We're lucky to have you. Let's hop back in the seat here, see if we could talk to Rin.
We don't have much time to say.
Got a message from Irina.
It's me. I don't see a sample from either the baby or the mother. Andre said you were going back out to look for them. I know you are still deciding, but I told him you're thinking about leaving the expedition early. As soon as I have results, I'll let you know.
What's been on your mind?
Got a message from Andre.
Marai, I think I have a location for the mother and baby. They were spotted just outside the research zone by those teenagers I was telling you about.
Nice.
Now, I don't have much data, but the report doesn't sound positive. I'll let Irina know as well.
It doesn't sound positive. What do you mean? Now we're gonna call Rin.
Hello?
It's now a good time?
Is now a good time? You sound tired.
Yeah, I'm a zombie. I had trouble sleeping.
Did you say school wasn't working out?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Listen, I'm exhausted. I'll catch you later, okay?
Bren, please don't hang up. Bren? Okay.
Go ahead. Use your
You know,
voice.
I mean,
I've thought about it.
I realize this isn't...
I've wrapped my brains to find another.
I mean, this isn't the biggest AAA title. I just did... The whole messaging your sister thing is
Same night,
weird.
Last dive. We're near the coastal area where Andrea and her mother were last spotted. Suit checked and rechecked. Can't risk any exposure in case the bloom hasn't completely resolved. Hard to swim after absorbing neurotoxin. Seriously. Diving now.
The final dive. But yeah, like, I feel like the whole
I'm in.
story outside of it
Are you
doesn't
sure you want to do this?
actually
Di?
mean anything.
I'm okay.
And you're sure you want to record in our streaming format?
Yes.
Ready?
I love our
Recording
different
now.
lights.
Tonight we're recording from the open ocean in the Western Pacific. For those of you who are returning, we're trying to get an updated status on the mother and baby sperm whale that we've been following on our stream. We're recording tonight's stream because we have reports that the mother whale is distressed, and we don't want to surprise viewers if these reports are true.
After discovering a whale fall in our research zone, we suspected that the whales may have been exposed to a toxin or pathogen, and are currently investigating. Samples from several females in the pod tested positive for a toxin that we believe resulted from exposure to a harmful algal bloom near the coastal area just outside our research zone.
As I approach the whales, I'm going to turn off my mic, but keep on my video feed.
We found the mom and baby. Is the mom dead? No.
The whales that we tested showed low level of this toxin, so we do not believe they will suffer from long-term effects. However, we expect that the mother whale was exposed to a higher level and was also more vulnerable because of her pregnancy.
Andrea appears healthy. Here come some dolphins.
Andre, those orcas sure look like they're
Orcas.
threatening the baby whale.
I called them dolphins. Zoom scan A12 for a biosample. Get out of here, you sons of guns. Stay away from this baby. Oh, the mom. We just watched the mom die. What is this? This is not what I was expecting. This isn't what I wanted. Deceased. Pfister macrophilus. Oh, the baby's going back with its family. Okay. Orcas aren't going to be able to get it as long as she hangs with the family.
Stay close to your aunties. They know the way.
And just like that, she'll never see her mother again. I wasn't ready to be depressed today. Are you...
As far as we know, those were the only 2 whales affected by the bloom. With all of Andre's technology genius, he still hasn't invented a way to be in 2 places at the same time. Before my flight home landed, Irina and Andre had already confirmed the location of the harmful bloom.
Was it from the mining?
I stayed close to home with Nana until she passed the next year. Ren moved in with me to save money while she finished school, which was great. Mostly. It was Ren's idea to keep the live stream going remotely using one of Andre's drones. But it was my fabulous idea to have Ren join the stream to choose the questions from the audience. She is definitely a hit.
2 years later in the Western Pacific.
I can't lie. It's great to be diving again. While I was away, the baby became an auntie.
Aww. Andrea got pretty big, huh?
I think she likes it.
And the circle of life continues.
She still buzzes me when I play my coda sounds, so that is still a mystery. But I swear, we understand each other completely.
I mean, at least we kind of ended a little happy. Those are dolphins. No, those are orcas. No, just kidding. All right, so that's going to be a wrap on Beyond Blue. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little game. Again, you know, not the most exciting, not the typical thing that we see here on this channel, but we learned something new. We got some pretty cool visuals, and it was just a fun way to hang out, that's for sure. I'm gonna see, can we skip, let's skip the credits here. There might be a couple more videos that we're gonna be able to watch. We'll see if we ended up getting them. I know there were 2 left at the end. Too Big to Fail and Meet Ocean X. Let's watch these 2 before we wrap up.
We're burdened from a time when we thought the ocean was too big to fail.
You can't take anything for granted. Even though the ocean is so big, it is sensitive.
This is gonna make me sad.
The oceans are the kidneys of the earth. They recycle material and filter it out. Most people don't know that. They're not aware. They see the ocean as a sewer that they can dump anything into, and it's out of sight, out of mind. Nothing is out of sight, out of mind on this planet. Everything is connected.
We are absolutely in this mix of biogeochemistry, and our role so far has been consumptive and destructive. If we are to continue to have a planet that works, we have to heal the harm we've caused.
What's the worst case scenario if we deny that the climate is changing, but actually it is, and we do nothing? Then billions of people's lives will be directly affected just by sea level rise alone, let alone the other effects of climate change. So it's not about who's right, it's about the consequences of being wrong in the decision that we make right now.
Educating everybody, from school children, fishermen, tourists, if we can manage to do that, we have a very good future and we can gain a lot from the ocean.
If we could establish the foundation for interspecies communication, we can make first contact. And that's where I hope the future goes. Because what we really want is curious, conscientious, and a self-correcting population.
You changing can affect all the people around you. To walk instead of drive, to buy a hybrid, to ride a bicycle, to not use single-use plastic. Imagine if everybody did that. The effect would be tremendous.
We do have the power of choice about what we eat, what we wear, how we travel. All of the things that we do in an everyday way, times 7 billion, will make all the difference in the world. We must protect the ocean as if our lives depend on it, because they do.
Cool message. That's a good message. That's something everybody needs to see. Oh, and cool. They're supporting different projects and fundraisers and stuff like that. Meet Ocean X, whose mission was inspiration for Beyond Blue's narrative.
Hatch secure, life support running, and we are ready for the water.
Oh, here she is. Look at the length of that thing. He is wider than the sub. Is long.
No one has dived to 1,000 meters in Antarctica.
My depth, 1,000 meters on bottom, over.
As a scientist, I can tell you we discover something new every time we go out. That's been my drive, to discover things, to uncover mysteries that we can then solve.
We're on a new frontier of ocean exploration that will bring out the explorer in all of us. We're partnering with the Ocean X Initiative to build a mind-blowing platform for exploration. A research vessel that's a one-of-a-kind ocean conservation and media platform.
Nice.
To explore the world's oceans in ways that were never before possible. To create one big wave for the oceans.
I think it's really exciting. There's still a massive part of this planet we know nothing about.
We need to make people understand what we do in the next 10 years is going to determine what the ocean looks like in 200 years' time.
Audiences glued to Blue Planet 2 have been starkly reminded of the problems of plastics pollution.
50 years ago, Jacques Cousteau and the Calypso managed to capture our imagination. Somehow we lost that moment. We have to get back that personal connection to the sea.
The greatest era of
is
exploration is still ahead of us. Exploring the ocean can help provide a piece to the big puzzle.
I am gassed up right now. Let's save the oceans, baby. Join the mission. Hashtag of OceanX. I joke, but that was actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look them up and see what they're up to. But yeah, man, interesting game. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed learning a few things here and there. I enjoyed just kind of hanging out and chilling. I do feel like the whole beef with your sister thing was a little weird and forced and didn't really, I mean, I guess it made sense, but it just didn't add anything to the game. But I think that's it. That's all we got. That was our final dive. That is the end. I think you can go back out. You can like go over the map and you can scan all the animals around and stuff like that. But we're not gonna go for 100%. So hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming soon. Enjoy The Last of Us today. We've got The Last of Us Part 2 starting tomorrow, so be ready for that. And I'll see you guys later.